Please rewind this cassette.
Wow, who didn't see this coming? I don't know, people who don't have working eyes or ears. Jesus Christ, Disney. Will you just stop? Will you stop even trying? Just go sit on the bench for a while. You don't have to go out there and just, hot check threes up every damn play. Who's the coach here? Secret Invasion suffers low viewership versus other MCU Disney Plus shows. I mean, weren't the shows already doing terrible? I think Loki's the only one that did halfway decent. Secret Invasion's early viewership numbers are poor. No surprise, ranking near the bottom of all the MCU Disney Plus series premieres. In the leading role, Samuel Jackson is back as Nick Fury, but this time, he may be out of his league. Oh my god. Let's see what the actual rating was. So, Samba TV revealed that 994,000 U.S. households streamed Secret Invasion's premiere in the first 5 days of release. That makes it the second lowest MCU Disney Plus show in terms of viewership. I think the only one that did worse is Miss Marvel. So here's the ranking. Loki, 2.5 million. Moon Knight, 1.8. Falcon and Winter Soldier, 1.8. WandaVision, 1.6. Hawkeye, 1.5. She-Hulk, 1.5. And then Secret Invasion and Miss Marvel, below 1 million. I mean, this show is supposed to launch, like, the plot thread that goes into Secret Wars, the Avengers movie. This is the situation that the MCU is in right now. Jonathan Majors is in controversy, may not be able to come back as Kang for the Kang Dynasty film, which has not started filming. And then we have a Secret Wars film that's supposed to be coming out that they're trying to set up right now on Disney Plus, and nobody's watching it. But you might say, maybe this is like Andor, where it doesn't do great in viewership, but the critics like it. Nope. This is also one of the worst reviewed shows from the MCU. 63 on Metacritic, 4.6 audience rating. Obviously, you have those random people like Richard Roper saying, Secret Invasion is one of the best new series of 2023. Shut up, you fucking hack. But let's get to the real reviews, the people I trust, like The Hollywood Reporter or USA Today. They've always had integrity. A tremendous cast led by Samuel L. Jackson, Ben Mendelsohn, Olivia Colman, and Don Cheadle. I don't know why you need to name everybody. We know who these people are. Keeps things generally watchable, and when they are given opportunity to interact, you can spot the best version of the show. But for the most part, Secret Invasion is more dour and even dull than one might expect from its John le Carre Graham Greene trappings. The comic storyline on which the series is based is beloved and acclaimed thriller, but its adaptation has been squeezed of all intrigue and nuance, and more than anything, Invasion is a waste of time for the viewer. Let's look at some of the user reviews. Disney hates you. That's probably accurate. It hates your fond memories of your simpler and happy time free of modern-day politics. It hates authentic and realistic casting. It hates making new and original entertainment. And it'll no doubt hate the low score I'm giving its latest boringly awful Disney Plus show. It hates your family. It hates your kids. Disney would shoot your fucking dog. You come home, your dog's dead. You're like, what happened? You follow the blood trail. You go into the next room. You open the closet. Mickey's in there. I'm a bad boy. Disney replaces people with AI. How very modern Disney of them. Better than She-Hulk. I think that then would be Than, not Then, but I could be wrong. Marvel is finally going back to Evil Skrull, which it should have been from the beginning. Why they didn't do this from the beginning and tried to make the Skrull sympathetic, who knows? Secret Invasion is certainly an intriguing and unique Marvel show that grounds itself in a lot of interesting ideas. It's not the greatest Marvel show, nor is it a must-watch, but it's decent. It's enjoyable. Thank you for saying absolutely nothing, Ashmaster XX, but you do have a phenomenal name. So glad Marvel took the show in a darker direction. They are finally realizing that we aren't kids anymore. The suspense of this show is great, and it's awesome to see Nick Fury back in action. Hell yeah. So critically, I think this is the worst reviewed Marvel show that's come out on Disney Plus. She-Hulk gets similar reviews, but slightly better. And then from a rating standpoint, I mean, what happened here? Was it poor marketing? Is there just a lack of hype for where the MCU is going right now? Does nobody give a shit about the mainline universe? They just care about specific characters, for instance, like the Guardians of the Galaxy, but they don't really care about the overarching storyline that's going to be progressing into the 2020s. I'm sure people still like Tom Holland's Spider-Man, but do they want to see him in an Avengers movie? Would they rather just say continue on their own path of Spider-Man films? I don't know. All I know is that this is just another fucking brick in the wall. This is another dart that misses the target. I don't know why they produce so many of these Disney Plus shows. They clearly had it in their head post-COVID that all of these shows were going to be a hit, and they were going to be able to continue the Marvel trajectory of success into television, and that was going to fuel the movies. This was the miscalculation. Trying to HBO franchise all of your universe into television discredited its value as a film franchise. And then the mediocrity of the product on both ends now, because I'm assuming the producers and filmmakers and post-production workers have been spread thin, has now created a brand that really doesn't have that much appeal anymore outside of people that are such hardcore die-hard loyalists, they'll take anything. It's like the people who are going to see the Flash movie right now. They're not just normal casual people. They're like the most hardcore of hardcore superhero movie or DC fans. Those are the only people going to see some of this stuff. The rest of us, we're done with it. To quote Zack Snyder, we're down the fucking road. We don't want to be there anymore. This is just disappointing. I love Sam Jackson. I liked him as Nick Fury. I was hoping that the show would be slightly better than average. I really didn't like Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I didn't like Moon Knight. I didn't like Hawkeye. I hated She-Hulk. I actually think WandaVision has some good stuff in it, particularly the Malcolm in the Middle Halloween-esque episode is very fun. Loki, I think, has good stuff in it. I do think it's inconsistent, but it does have good stuff. There's scenes in it that are really fun. It's kind of got a Doctor Who energy to it at some points. But even at their best, both of those shows are like okay. They're never amazing. But they are better than these other shows. I do want to point that out. I'm not doing that thing where I'm like, everything they made is terrible. I think Loki's okay. I think WandaVision was okay until the last couple episodes, which I thought were terrible. Does Secret Invasion have an audience problem? No shit, it has an audience problem. Well, what is there to say? The MCU's shit. Comic book superhero movies seem to be declining. And I don't know if there's a way to bounce back. There is a quality issue that we're dealing with right now, certainly. But I think more than anything, I just think this stuff just isn't as cool to people anymore. I think it's kind of lame now. I think people have moved on. I don't know what the new hot thing is. I'm outdated. I'm not, I'm still watching 90s and 80s movies. I'm watching Quantum Leap again. I'm watching Highway to Heaven. I don't know what the kids like these days, that TikTok or whatever. But something has to be trending. And it isn't superhero movies. That's just not the thing right now. People are into other things. They're probably playing Final Fantasy 16 right now. Or as I like to call it, Devil May Cry 6. So please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you don't, I will fucking eat you!